You have to play the game because that's what the sport is. So maybe you don't have a lot of money to spend. I've seen a huge number of people in markets like crypto go from $500 to $500 to $500,000. However, there may be a lot of people who don't either. All I'm saying is that the chance is there. You don't want to risk your home. Not having a lot of money saved is not what you want. You just need to pay attention to what you're doing, know how to deal with peace threats, and be open to new opportunities. We are given a stock worth $500,000, and the question we have to answer is, how do I become that guy? Taking into account our basic, we're given $500 or $1,000 these days. In any case, is that still possible? Yes, a lot. Didn't I miss the boat? Not at all. I'm here to tell all you guys that you have not missed the boat, because there has been a big rise recently in Solana, XRP, Bitcoin, and a lot of other cryptocurrencies. It's still not too late for you guys to get in and change your lives and some money, because the real price movement has just begun and the bulk of the price movement of this bull run has yet to come back. For you guys, I'm going to give you some really good information about when the bull market will really take off. There are ways that guys can make money by trading their lives, and you can even teach your friends and family how to do the same if you want to. So guys, I need you to hit that like button hard. This is seen by a lot of people, and you help my channel because I put a lot of work into these videos. Let's get started. That's the American dream, but most people don't really live that way. The truth is that you work hard. The money you saved isn't worth as much as you thought it would be. This whole idea of getting a pension and living in a nice house and taking a cruise across the Caribbean when you get old is not true. It's because wages haven't gone up. Okay, let's cut to someone in their 30s now, since I think that's the most important age group for this. They don't have the cash to look for a house. Going back to when I was 30, I bought a house in London. It was in a nice area in a great place, and it cost 3.5 times my income. Yes, I became a financial expert. I start making more money than my salary allows. 3.5 times your income is too much money to spend on something. Now, in the same area, if I took the same kind of young investment bank as income, it would be 8 or 10 times as much. So it's now 3 times as expensive to just buy your first home. Okay, so what is a home? First, it's your first class of life, especially if you know someone in England or the UK. I'm sorry, I meant to say in the US, but we're home buyers. You know that we think of our house as our fortress. If you're in Germany, for example, the prices don't go down, they go up. It's like the problem that strengthens our protection. Having a house, on the other hand, is seen as an asset that you can skip over or sell if you need to. An asset is definitely a plan to save money for the future. That's something you buy now that you'll be able to use in the future to buy things, eat, and drink. However, what you're doing means that people in their 35s, the average boomer is 36 years old, can't afford to buy a house. So their future self will be poorer because of this. If they think about how much stock they should buy, they are able to buy less because they have college debt and can't get out of this trap. After that, we find that they have to stay with different people into their 30s because of this. They have to, because they don't get married or have kids. And these numbers have gone down since 1983. You saw them go down because people were living on their own. To get your job done, get yourself a home. This is 62%. The wedding fee is being cut in half, and the total ownership fee is going from 50% to 30%. These are all signs of the same problem. In other words, people know their future is messed up and can feel it. And then you see the same group of kids in their 30s working 3 or 4 jobs, not because they have to, but because they feel desperate. That's why no one wants to work 12-hour days, 7 days a week. They should. And their parents, who are baby boomers and are now in their 70s and retired, never had that. It had been the richest time in history for the whole world. This is the first generation that might not have as much money as their parents did. We're all used to seeing people grow and change, so this really is a strange factor. If the American dream is good, you will never be as rich as your parents. And they were average-looking people. I'm now much worse off than they were financial. That's kind of messed up. Now we're seeing a lot of people start to make their own money systems, which is exactly why Bitcoin was created. This is because young people are getting discouraged by the lack of financial opportunities. That's the reason XRP. There are a lot of different kinds of cryptocurrencies now, Solana. Now, people are aware that we can't win with the system that the boomers created because it was only ever meant for them to win. What if we all agreed, though, that we would cross the border ahead of time and buy a new kind of machine? That would be fair, and everyone would have the same chance. Now, I must say that I think it is much better. With this in mind, there are many ways to make a lot of money these days since so many more people are focusing in these new buildings. That's why we're going to talk about this now. This is what we're going to talk about with Raoul Pal right now, because this is where the money will be for all of you and anyone else you tell about these great possibilities. Let's talk about that. People who watch this can move. This group of jerks is crazy. This is a set of coins. We will talk about blockchain and this more later. You can bet on these purchases though, because they are based on a meme, a joke, a comic story, or anything else that gets people's attention on the internet. What is that then? That has to do with betting on interest. Whenever you think about a company like Facebook, Google, or any of these Twitter, the main reason for them may all be to get noticed. We can now bet on interest. Do people think that's funny? Are they going to think it's funny in 6 weeks or 6 months? Then we'll guess about these things. Okay, this is the very best hypothetical stop. That being said, it's also very traditional. It's no longer about giving money to bankers. Gatekeepers are not the point. It's about putting yourself in a position to wonder if this will go viral. Will it get bigger if it's far away?